Just love me up.
My name is CHYNA WHYNE and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an artist, singer-songwriter. I'm a kinetic yoga teacher. I'm a qualified Alexander teacher. I'm a model. I have a company that teaches women how to walk in high heel shoes. The CHYNA WHYNE mission is to really be able to show people and show the creative arts and entertainment world that we can actually make this journey in a very holistic way. Artists particularly, because we work so many different crazy hours, we fly through different time zones, we don't live the normal lifestyle that normal people live, that we should really concentrate on our health a little bit more, our spirituality, our mindset, our emotions, much more balanced, so that we can actually have amazing careers and be whole and live. You know, being born with a voice to sing, that was my very, very first talent. I grew up singing in the church, and you know, they would always ask me to sing, even from a very, very early age, 3-4 years old. And I used to get sweets and cakes and grated cake and drops and, you know, all them kind of things from singing in church. And I just think, wow, if this is what I have to do to get all of this, then I'll just sing, you know.
I woke up this morning, wanna tell ya what is on my mind. Don't rough me up when you talk to me.
When I left school, I was fortunate enough to meet up with people like Peter Gabriel, Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan, Seal, I mean, to name but a few. And I just got caught up in that world, and I started touring around the world, singing with all these amazing people, recording on their albums. I sang on Sledgehammer. I sang on Rick Ashley, Never Gonna Give You Up.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
I'm the voice on Roebuck. Hey, hey, Roebuck. Remember that tune? That was me. In London, I just felt like I needed to come home to what I was used to. I needed a change. I need the sunshine. I need natural living. I need to be able to be amongst a culture that resonates with me totally on my soul. And you know, the pace of life, the natural living for me in Jamaica was much more me than living the lifestyle in London. So it was really, really time to come home. Green pepper? Yeah, alright, let me see them. So this is like a typical kind of roadside store. It's really cool. They've just got bananas and apples and chocho and orange and no, not the red pepper, not the pepper, the sweet pepper them. God, there's a fire, those peppers. Like what you call like traditional, like proper cooking yard style. There's cornmeal pudding and potato pudding. Wow, you're welcome. Oh my god, this is massive. One big piece of sweet potato pudding, no sir? So my mother and father left Jamaica in the 50s and set up life in London. And we were born in London, my brothers and my sisters, so I have 2 elder brothers and an elder sister. I'm the last one, I'm the baby.
And you know, family life was good in London, but also I have a very strong family connection in Jamaica. So when I moved to Jamaica, it was really a nice transition because I've got a lot of family here and it was easy to settle in.
Funge alafia, ashe, ashe. That means welcome, we welcome you, thank you, thank you. And it's a Yoruba language, and this is where the Yoruba tied with the Tainos, tied with the Jamaicans, we all become one. So it's an honor to be here today at my aunt and my uncle's heritage park, Taino Heritage Park, here in Jamaica, celebrating our ancestors, celebrating our knowledge that's been passed down to us from the Tainos to the Jamaicans. This is one of the reasons why we are such a powerful race of people, because we have so much heritage behind us. So here at the Taino Park, there is food taking place now. Miss Portia from All About Food, vegetarian and vegan specialist, is here cooking out in the actual, you know, foliage and the wilds of this park, and it's just absolutely fantastic. This is what you call back to nature. Look, you can see like this big old banana, boy, green banana that's a little weak, and then she's got some, like, she just made some really like fresh salads here in a big beautiful calabash. She's talking about going back to nature, and over there she's cooking rundown on a wood fire, which is just the real thing. Like, I feel like I'm camping in so many ways.
I always used to hear my mother and my father say when they lived in Jamaica, they used to hear that London was the place to be, that the streets were paved with gold. But I think when they came over in the 50s, it really wasn't quite like that. I think they struggled with a lot of the racism at the time. They struggled with not being able to get the kind of jobs that they thought they really wanted to get. And life was a lot tougher. You know, they had to deal with snow. They'd never even encountered snow before. So it was a real transition for them. I have two beautiful sons who, you know, have grown up in London, and they have been to Jamaica many, many times. Because I think it's important that they also understand that even though they're born in London, that their background and their culture is Jamaican and African even before that.
I have a really great relationship with my mum. She's my mum, I love her. When she moved to Jamaica, I was a little bit sad because she's not sort of around the corner anymore, she's not in London, but it was a move she wanted to make, and I think it's a good move, so I'm supportive of that.
I've basically realised that obviously everyone has their own needs, and my time in university was really stressful, and it made me appreciate mental health and feeling good, and it's a terrible thing not to feel good within yourself.
Living a natural lifestyle for me is really, really important. Living in Jamaica, I can live that lifestyle. You know, I can wake up to the sunshine. You know, my body gets plenty of vitamin D every single day. I can pick fruits from the trees, mangoes, I can pick limes, I can pick breadfruit, and all the nutritional values to all of these fruits are very healing. These are foods that heal.
So right here you're looking at a moringa tree. This is like a small one. They normally grow huge. And the moringa is known as the miracle plant. It's just got so much goodness in it. I mean, the list is endless. It's packed with vitamin C, and people who've got high blood pressure, and people who've got diabetes. People say that if you take this, you take this every day, you'll live forever. So I'm going to pick some of this right now, and I'm going to put this into my juice. So I put the moringa in a little strainer, and I've washed it. And now I'm going to pop it all into my blender. This is what you call a proper potent shake for the morning. It's quite a lot of moringa, but I'm doing a bit of a cleanse at the moment, so I'd like to just intensify. Don't let the colour of the green put you off. I mean, it's all good. I'll sing for all Mother Nature's done for me. She's the one making sweet honey for the bees. I'll sing for all Mother Nature's done for me. Fruits of your wisdom, you set me free. Love come over me. Love come over me. Love come over me. This is love.
It's really important for me to be able to drink fresh water. I mean, one of the things in London that I used to struggle with was going to the supermarket and having to buy water in a plastic bottle that I didn't even know how long it was in the store for. Now I just go to the hills and get natural spring water.
I mean, I am absolutely in lush vegetation in Jamaica, in the hills of St. Anne's. I don't know if you can hear the spring water coming from the mountain in the backdrop. This is just majestic, and this is the water that I drink when I'm in Jamaica.
Straight love expressing itself through life. It's love expressing itself through me. There ain't no way you can go around this.
I'm working with Barry O'Hare, which is one of the most amazing producers here in Jamaica. He's produced Shaggy, Sean Paul, Morgan Heritage, Paris Hammond.
We're actually working on an album consisting of I think it's 12 or 13 songs. Brilliant songs.
I've been working on my solo album here for a good few months now, and it's just been so fantastic.
Before I met her, I knew she was a star, or a star qualities, and then found out that she had toured with the greats like Eric Clapton and The Who and Seal and all these people. So yeah, one of the things that I love about her is just the raw, undiluted talent that she has. Very straightforward. There's no prettiness in terms of trying to put on a sound. She just has her sound, and that's it, and it's brilliant.
And to be in the studio with live musicians, some of the best musicians in Jamaica, Lenky and Kirk Dove, and so honoured. The music is just awesome. I have 13 tracks on my album, and my album is just off the chain, and you're all going to love it. It's going to be released around August time, so watch out for it, listen out for it. One of my favourite tunes on the album is a track called Melanin, and and when I was growing up, I didn't really like my skin colour very much. I was very anti being this dark.
Why are you bleaching your skin to remove the color? You have been conditioned to think that's right.
So what inspired me to write Melanin was because there's a lot of skin bleaching going on around the world, and people are finding it difficult to accept their darkness, and I was in that stage one time myself, but obviously now that I've accepted my blackness, I just sort of write a song just to kind of make people aware that melanin is what actually gives us our power. Melanin is one of the most powerful things that we can actually possess as black people. Late in the evening, dress to wear. I put on my makeup. I don't have to worry about hair.
So I'm going to show you how I take my hair off. I cut all of my hair off like over 20 years ago. In fact, my youngest son, has never known me with hair, which I think is quite interesting. And I decided that I no longer wanted to have weaves and plaits and all sorts of hair, blonde hair, blue hair. I just reached a place in myself where I thought, you know what, my hair is actually not my beauty. And I've done a lot of self-development, a lot of healing. And one day I just woke up and I thought, you know what, I'm done with all of this false hair business.
I never ever thought I would, have no hair, because hair was everything to me. I had every style, every plait, every weave, everything. And then suddenly I just, did a whole sort of self-healing. And it took years, but then I realized within myself that my beauty wasn't really particularly external. It was coming from an internal place.
I use hair removing cream. I never really shave my head because it's a bit too harsh. And I get shaving bumps and I don't really like that look. It needs to look smooth and sexy, so I just test it. Yeah, it's ready to come off.
Elephant man, CHYNA WHYNE.
So it's really, really, really easy.
Hi, I'm Jasazai Mackenzie, sculptress, and this piece here is called African Mona Lisa, inspired by CHYNA WHYNE. I met CHYNA at a concert in February of this year, and we got to talking, and I just loved how CHYNA looked with her bald head. And asked her if she would ever consider modeling for me, and she agreed.
Now we're gonna bring it for you. Oh Lord, Nancy, hey. So many people wanna see me start loving you.
I got invited to Irie FM to do a radio appearance with Freddie McGregor. I was like, Freddie McGregor, I love this man. He is an absolute legend.
Selection. Come right and coof them bones, baby, you coof them. Coof them with the robot selection.
Being able to meet all these wonderful artists here in Jamaica, I would love to do a duet with Freddie McGregor actually, because I just think he is just the most amazing, beautiful, healthy. Again, he's very much into his health and fitness. I think he has a farm that he eats really naturally, and I think it's artists like us that actually can promote healthy lifestyle. I think it's very, very important amongst artists.
Always do what comes from your heart. Do you, because you can do you the best. If you're trying to be anybody else or anything else that you're not, you always have to try to do that. When you do you, it just comes very naturally, and you don't have to have any airs and graces. You can just naturally just go through. And for people who, finding it hard to find the encouragement to say like that you're an artist and you're trying to get through and you can't get through, you've got to just keep going.
People think that the music industry and the fashion industry is very, very glamorous. I mean, on the end results, yes, but what you have to go through, what we as artists have to go through, it's a lot of work. And it's really important to be able to have a balanced eating, to balance our emotions, to be spiritually growing, and all of that feeds into the creative aspects of who we are as artists.
And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale.
I'm a qualified yoga teacher. I'm a qualified Alexander teacher. I had severe lower back problems myself. I eat very, very well. I work with my cousin here in Jamaica all about food. She cooks vegan and vegetarian food. She teaches me how to take care of myself. I meditate a lot. My yoga practice balances my mind, my body and my spirit. And then I'm able to get into my fabulous clothes and strap my stuff in my high heels and make all the impact that I want to make.
What's nice and right?
I'm at Miami Fitness VIP, and this is where I train, and this is Sean, my very own personal trainer.
Lovely squeeze. Nice form here. You want to make sure you have a nice form when your legs go all the way down. Really nice. Yep.
My lower back was really weakened from 2 heavy pregnancies. I put on 5 stones each time I was pregnant. And when I got back into my career after I'd had my children, I was in high heels and performing for hours at a time. I was modelling, always in heels, and my lower back was absolutely destroyed. Especially after a 1-year tour I did with Eric Clapton. I actually couldn't wear high heels anymore.
Any artist you see out there or any model, you're going to see them in killer heels, because it's a part of the whole glamour look.
It's true.
And, I tried everything. I tried chiropractic work, osteopathy, physiotherapy, and they all had their place, but the pain just kept coming back. And so I couldn't wear these heels anymore, and someone told me about the Alexander technique. I'd never heard about it before, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And to my amazement, to be honest, my first lesson was really amazing because I came out of there and I just felt like I was more upright. I felt like I was walking with a better balance. I felt like someone had switched the lights on. So the Alexander technique is a beautiful way to achieve perfect balance in the body, to achieve alignment, to relieve the body of neck, back and shoulder pain, free up the joints, create space within the body, improve the movement and coordination, make the body feel much more at ease, calm.
I was encouraged by my teacher to study the Alexander technique, which at the time was the furthest thing from my mind. The most important thing for me was to get back into my heels, solve my back problems and get on with my modelling and singing career. And studying the Alexander technique actually has been one of the greatest things that I could have ever done for myself. And not only for me, for other people, to be able to help other people who have had similar problems like myself. And out of me studying the Alexander technique came my business, Walking in Stilettos.
I am walking in my stilettos, making me feel hot, taste in my blood.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here at Britain's Next Top Model. My name is CHYNA WHYNE and I run a company called Walking in Stilettos, which is a company that teaches women how to walk in high heels with safety, grace, elegance and ease.
So when I came to Jamaica, I discovered Kemetic yoga and I studied it here with Yasser, and it's just been amazing. So now I combined yoga with helping women and men to kind of balance their lives, be healthy within their body, discover where they are within themselves, and then of course for the ladies now to just feel gorgeous and sexy and glamorous and get them in their heels, get them walking without the common problems such as lower back pain and poor posture and cramping in the calves and all sorts, and to develop a lifestyle for people to actually start living and enjoying themselves.
I'm on my way to Kingston this morning to collect my passport. I've applied for a Jamaican passport because I also applied for my Jamaican citizenship. It's really great that the highway from Ocho Rios to Kingston takes only about an hour, but the problem is when you actually get into the Kingston vicinity, the traffic is murder. And it's taken so long to get through the traffic this morning to get to the passport office, but we're finally here, give thanks, and so I'm just excited about going to pick up my Jamaican passport. Now the beauty about being first generation born, meaning that my parents are Jamaican, is that I can actually apply for my citizenship and my Jamaican passport. So I had already done the process, the long drawn out process of becoming a Jamaican citizen. So I am now a Jamaican citizen, which means that I can stay on the Jamaican soils for more than 3 months at a time. I can work here, I can vote, I can do whatever I basically please. And I've now just collected my Jamaican passport from the passport office in Kingston. I've driven all the way from Ocho Rios this morning, and I'm so pleased to have this, which means now when I come from anywhere else in the world into Jamaica, I can go to the Jamaican line and I can get through really quickly. And of course I've still got my British passport that I can travel to wherever using that. And also there's places in Jamaica, like if I wanted to go to, say for instance, I don't know, Mystic Mountain or something like that, they have different prices for tourists and people who live in Jamaica. So if I produce this, that means I can get like a lot of things a lot cheaper here in Jamaica. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased to just finally get my Jamaican passport and finally become a Jamaican citizen. So I've got the dual things happening now between England and Jamaica for real. Hi, Dwight. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? I've got a meeting today with Down Sound Records. I'm meeting with the production manager, and I'm really quite excited about it because the roster of artists, and it's really quite a wide range of various different styles and types of artists.
Yeah, we don't specialize in like dance or reggae. Sometimes we think even about pop.
Right.
Yeah, that's the type of artist and that's the type of mindset that we have, because we need to just broaden the frame.
Yeah, yeah.
Understand?
I think it would be a good connection, and even if it's not to get a record deal, maybe to start getting on some live shows here in Jamaica. So yeah, I'm excited.
You can't stand the heat, come out of my kitchen. If you can't stand the heat, nobody come up on my door. 'Cause I am fire on the ceiling, and I am fire on the floor. And if you just can't take it no more, nobody come up on my door. It's a cleansing time, and fire is a way to clear. That's why I'm clearing away, rising higher.
Spiritually, I can grow in Jamaica. I feel much more alive, much more connected with nature, much more in tuned, and I finally feel that I can totally express myself 100% and launch CHYNA WHYNE from Jamaica.